Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, we're gonna look at EZA Captain Ginyu, the captain! Really stunningly powerful character. I mean, crazy to think that it was over 3 years ago at this point when this god came out. You know, dude, there's that one hilarious, I don't know who made it, but that one meme video of, like, the dude is, like, sweating and struggling with I think the gods and Super Saiyan 4s. And then, like, the clip below is, like, clearing it with Ginyu and the dude's, like, dancing and shit. I saw that. I was in the timeline recently. That shit is hilarious, man. I don't think Ginyu's gonna hit those heights, but I do think Ginyu himself is actually pretty good. It's just, I mean, we'll see. Like, we're gonna have to see what he looks like without Rakumen Goldo or Burter and Jace, because I think that because we're only gonna have the one Ginyu, I think that they could become weak links potentially. I mean, we'll see how it would go, but that would be a little bit of my fear. In terms of build, I kind of just went something like this. My Ginyu is already skewed heavily towards additional, so I didn't really have to go crazy with resources to just kind of set them like this. I think that this will suffice from what we want from EZA Captain Ginyu. So let's just go ahead and jump in. Quickly. If we jump on over, teams is certainly not our boy's strong suit right here. Matter of fact, if we just pull this up and we could look at the 200% leaders, it's not like I'm looking for 220% leaders. It's only Tao, right? Like, I mean, yeah, we could run Ginyu's team, I guess. At these three, we're not running, no way. But it's basically just Tao's team. And that is what kind of potentially could lead into the issues with these two characters as well, right? So, let's go and jump in. Let's see how EZA Captain Ginyu is. How good he is. Good he is. Yeah, let's go. Alright, guys. We are locked in here in the typical showcase stage I like to do. So, alright, let's take a look here. So, Ginyu, right? We have 326k defense right there. Now, it's about to explode once we link them next to Rakumen Goldo. Remember that the Ginyu Force characters, I mean, they just have a link set, which we're not going to get really a lot of value unless they're with other Ginyu Force characters, right? So link set here, we have Frieza's Army, Gentleman, Respect, the Ginyu Force, Loyalty, Signature Pose, and then we've also got Fierce Battle. Now, remember, the Loyalty link is going to give us some damage reduction, right? So we are going to get it, like, it's going to at least take a piece of some of the damage receipt, like, that we would get off. So, like, that would be useful for both Rakumen Goldo and Captain Ginyu. I mean, we're definitely going to want to rock the two of them together. Them as a rotation, this probably will work. I mean, we'll find out when we take, you know, Ginyu into, like, you know, like, I don't know, I guess, like, the Red Zone Jiren fight. Like, that particular fight, though, against, the, like, Universal Survival Saga Jiren that's got the locking and stuff, that certainly could be a weakness for, again, Rakumen Goldo and Burter and Jace, who need Ginyu on rotation, right? But let me focus more on Ginyu. Here, let's just get going, and then we'll see how things are gonna go here. Now, keep in mind that Ginyu is now a heavy damage reduction unit, right? He has 20% damage reduction baseline, and then 30% damage reduction if his HP is above 70%. So, what that means is that Path to Power Kid Goku is going to work really well with both Rakumen Goldo and AGL Ginyu, right? It's going to be big time. Speaking of Rakumen Goldo, I believe that their stats does go up when they dodge, right? Because they have to receive attacks. I believe dodges do work with that. Damn, I can't remember. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe they're a character that it doesn't actually work with. Because remember, Rakumen Goldo, they got to get hit a couple of times in order to build up their stats. Alright, Ginyu. So he starts at 20 million. Okay. Now, in base, he's going to be stacking defense. Okay, so we get a good proc right here. This is an additional with a 50% chance to be a super. Okay. Then he also has a high chance of an additional super, which hopefully is this. And then we could do one more. It'll be hard to tell if we didn't hit the hidden potential system or if we didn't get the high chance. Oh, we did get all 4. Wow, okay. Immediately, quad super right out of the gate for Ginyu. That's good. So we'll be able to see him with 4 stacks. Ginyu's super attack effect. Here, we're done with the turn for him right there. So, Ginyu's super attack effect, right? We're getting 30% defense. So he's getting a 30% defensive stack, and then 30% attack for 1 turn. So we got 4 stacks. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what Ginyu is going to look like on this next rotation, where we did get a bunch of those stacks. All right, guys. So let's see the moment of truth. What has Ginyu gone up to? So he jumped up to 800k. That's with a quad super. He does have 50% damage reduction. Maybe, I mean, Ginyu could have a weakness. This is probably not something we're going to see too often, but Ginyu could potentially have a weakness within the first couple of turns, because he's set up right here. Here, I'm actually just going to flip over right here. Ginyu is set up to where, remember, he could transform into Goku Ginyu and HP 70% or less starting from the 4th turn. So they have it set up right here that Ginyu is going to have this right here if we cannot transform into Goku Ginyu, right? So he'll have this up at all times, but then when we could transform into Goku Ginyu, he won't have that anymore to, I mean, I guess kind of make the decision easier to transform. But also, this is good to make it feel like we're not locked as base Ginyu, right? Base Ginyu, I think, judging by what I'm seeing, I think he is going to be pretty good, but his additionals, keep in mind, let's just get going. He could very easily triple normal. I think Ginyu could be a big-time normals merchant, which is definitely a fear. Because, like, we'll do his first super attack, sure, boom, W. But then his 2nd, 3rd, and 4th supers all are coin flips. That, to me, is maybe a little excessive. Typically, characters these days, I mean, would have, like, 2 guaranteed, right, with a condition. And then, like, the additional, they'd have a 70, like, the other one would be, like, a 70% chance. But Ginyu just straight up has 3 coin flips after the first super, which is nuts. Yep, okay, there we go. Okay, attack number 3. All right, we get a super. And then, if there's a Ginyu Force ally on the team, Ginyu becomes super effective against all types, and then he gets a high chance of launching an additional super. We got that proc both times. 3 out of 4 is good. I'll definitely take that. But he has a high chance of an additional super, so it's not even a guaranteed attack. This is going to be easily double digits. Oh, we just dodged it. Okay. We'll keep going. Now, remember, in order to transform into Goku Ginyu, we do have to actually take damage at some point. So, I mean, we'll see how that's going to go. I mean, I think we probably, as we get deeper in, Goku Black and Zamasu will certainly be able to do enough damage to us for sure. Alright, guys, now we're rocking the full Ginyu rotation right here. So, I mean, you know, we got support coming from everywhere, right? We got General Blue, we got Pat the Power Kid Goku, we got Birder and Jace. So, I mean, this should be, yeah, I mean, okay. We do need to consider this, right? Like, the amount of support we have up right now is crazy. I mean, that's the way that this team can kind of get, right? I mean, you know, General Blue, Path to Power Kid Goku, and Birder and Jace all potentially are 2-turn support characters. So, I mean, that's going to make the team feel and function a lot better. No doubt about that. All right, let's go. I mean, Ginyu, how about Ginyu's damage? He's doing these 20 millions. I mean, he's got a decent chance to crit. I mean, I'd take it as an easy ATUR, right? Like, he's got the crit built in. He's got the additionals built in. If we get a bunch of normals, the damage is also not going to be good, but he's at least able to do something. Alright, let's see what we get up to right here for Ginyu. So, we start at 22 million, and this is with a mountain of support. So, I mean, as we keep going, he's just going to stack defense, stack defense, stack defense. But remember, if we're going to want to go into Goku Ginyu, which I would like to, we are actually going to have to take damage. So, you know what's funny is I don't even... like, I guess, like, once we get towards the very end, Raccoon and Goldo, I think they would live Goku Black and Zamasu Super, but they would, you know, take damage. That's probably what's gonna happen, is we're just gonna keep going all the way until the very end. Like, I'd like to just come back now when we get, Goku Ginyu out. I don't know. Is Tao's not gonna really get hit that hard either until I think we get them low. I might actually just cut in a second here, and come back once we whittle Goku Black and Zamasu down. It might actually take a while, though. Just, you know, forewarning. Let's see. Yeah, double digits. So, I mean, Ginyu, the attack stats that he's doing are going to kind of remain where they're at, right? Like, we've already seen him with a variety of different rotations in here. If there's another thing they could have done, maybe allowed Ginyu to stack attack as well, in base, would have been good. Just in case we get locked, right? Now remember, when we go to Goku Ginyu, he does start to stack attack instead of defense. So, alright, I'm just gonna come back when we are either ready to transform into Goku Ginyu, or when Goku Black and Zamasu have gone to their next, like, not really phase, but, you know, like, I don't know, like sub-phase or something like that, where they get their extra passive attack buff up. Whoa, chat! Whoa! I did not quite unpause in time. Jason Birder ate... That damage was 1 normal. They are not good. They are not good. Remember, guys, say it with me. Dodge or die is not a problem against super attacks when you're double-digit tanking the normals. I don't think that's an issue, right? But, I mean, if normals are cutting your ass up, yeah, Jason Birder are probably a flop. I mean, especially in a dodge-canceling meta. So there's already multiple fights I'm not bringing Jason Birder into anyway. Yeah, Jason Birder, immediately I feel like they're just trash. I mean, thank goodness for them, though, because we're able to transform Ginyu. So this is Ginyu with 11 supers. Oh my god, look at our luck. 11 out of 14? Every additional is a fit. Dude, that's a W, man. Every additional by this kid is a 50-50. I'll take 11 out of 14. Fuck yeah, dude. Alright guys, so now we got Goku Ginyu out here. Let's see how this boy is gonna do. I will tell y'all this. I'm not really feeling the 2022 vibes right now from these Ginyu characters. So let's keep going. Let's see. So after 11 stacks, he's at 1.3 million defense. I mean, that's definitely pretty good because, I mean, he gets 150% defense when receiving an attack. So, I mean, his defense is going to jump up quite a bit for us, right? Like, did they... Hold on one sec. All right, here. Why don't we just flip over? Okay, so he's at that defensive level, but then we're also going to get this. And he's got the 50% chance to dodge, and he's got 50% damage reduction. If we can make it into Goku Ginyu, I do think he's probably going to be very good. And his damage is just going to go up and up and up since he's greatly stacking attack, right? A huge advantage they gave us right here, too, I mean, we really should point this out, is that previously, before his EZA, he had to build up. Now he doesn't anymore, right? Like, he just is what he is. I think that's a pretty good change, because certainly I feel like right now, we might potentially have situations where we might feel locked into Captain Ginyu, which is no good. Okay, and remember, if there's a Jace on the team, which if we're trying to win, we will not. He does get a scouter, but yeah. I think if you're going for winning, Berter and Jace off the team might be the play. Just saying, you know? Don't mind me, man. Don't mind me. All right, let's see. So Raccoon and Goldo, I think they're good though. They'll be good as long as they're next to Ginyu. So okay, so Jace and Berter, they're trash. Just like in terms of like team building, theory crafting, just get them the fuck off the team. The only thing about that though is base Captain Ginyu. I mean, he is getting stats per Ginyu Force ally in the team. So base Ginyu is gonna be weaker. 242 right there. They 8. Huh. All right, 15. Okay. All right, now his additionals are now 70%. 16. It's gonna take a little while to build these up. I mean, once we start poking our head over 20 million, it could be a little bit better. But chat, we're gonna be fighting this boss for quite a while before we get to their nasty phase. Buckle in. Buckle in until Chase and Berter die. It's coming. All right, and then remember, he's going to get a bunch of defense once he's targeted, and then, you know, he's got the dodge as well. Yeah, okay. One thing I think that is I don't like here, I don't know why they didn't give him 30% defense for one turn right here. I don't get that. I think that would be more than fine. But I guess they just didn't want to give him that. Okay, okay. All right. All right, guys, let's keep going. All right, I mean, we're going to have Berter and Jace out here, but, I mean, whew. Man, I see a bunch of attacks back there, and my asshole puckers up, dude. It's, hey, let's chill with attacking Jace and Berter, please. I'd prefer not to just lose instantly if we could. Thanks. Thank you. By the way, so Goku Ginyu gave us 3 supers last turn. If a character could do 4 supers and they give me 3 per turn, that's a W I'm taking. So, and remember, once we go into Goku Ginyu, double digits right there, okay. Once we go into Goku Ginyu, he does do, you know, both of his 50% turn into 70%. So, you know, we don't have to deal with 3 consecutive coin flips, which is good. That shit is so bad, dude. I cannot believe 3 coin flips. Chat. I'm not. I hate to break it to you. I'm not loving what I'm seeing here. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it. Not at all, bro. Okay. Like, we might only have to do this. This fucking run is gonna take us so long. We might not even have to do another run, man. Because dude, it's gonna take us so long to get through Goku, Block, and Zamasu. Bro, Ginyu's gonna be, like, by the end of it, it's like, guys, look, the quad 60 million crit supers, man. He's crazy, dude. Alright, normal, sure. Okay. Oh, okay, so... Alright, so the order is he does his regular super, then he gets the 70% chance of additional super, then he gets the additional 70% chance to be a super, and then the hidden potential system. Okay, that's the order we get. Alright, let me keep the camera on when Jace and Bert are on the screen, because if we blink, we might die. Alright, fellas. See how we do. Okay, well, to be fair, they're on rotation with Ginyu now, so they're going to be a lot better. It's just that, yeah, they're a straight-up fucking fish when Ginyu's not on rotation. Yep, they have 80% dodge, right? Dude, guys, I'm going to tell y'all. Like, so baseline, they have 70, and then it's 80 when Ginyu's on rotation. That makes a huge difference. Right? Is that the way it is? No, it's... No. Okay. So, they have 70. I mean, I might as well just show it. I mean, I'm going to give them their own individual video as well. But, I mean, these two are a big part of, you know, showing Captain Ginyu, right? So, they have their 70 base. Then, when receiving a super, they get an extra 10%. See, that's really good. If that was on, you know, DOKKANFEST AGL Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Because I'm sure normals aren't gonna be a threat to him. Bruno J. Zago! I mean, that's cool, but what about the normals are hitting like fucking atom bombs, dude? Might be an issue there. And then when there's a Ginyu in the rotation, yeah, it's just, I mean, listen, I'm not running them as one. These boys are not getting run in Slow 1. I don't know what they're thinking with that shit, dude. No way. Alright, guys, let's keep going here. Let's see how we're gonna do. Goku Ginyu, I mean, is gonna continue to get stronger and stronger and stronger as we're getting these supers in. Again, I mean, if he's gonna give us 3 supers every turn, I'm taking that for sure. Alright, let's go. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, Goku Ginyu is eventually gonna really start to do some good damage, but I mean, it'll be a couple of turns from here. We got a long time to whittle this boss's health bar down. This is one reason I do like doing showcases in this fight, by the way, is because, I mean, if we're not running, you know, Super Vegito to fucking end the fight in 2 seconds, like, sometimes these fights can go on for quite a while. Sometimes. It depends. Alright, let's see what Goku Ginyu's up to right now. Now, Kid Goku is supporting, right? Like, remember, they gave him, the Dragon Ball Seekers support, which, really, will help him be effective on this team, by the way. Like, that was, like, low-key a very good change they gave him, that Dragon Ball Seeker support. I'm really liking Path to Power Kid Goku on this Tao team, by the way. Like, I am thinking, like, way more favorably about Path to Power Kid Goku. Alright, so there's our Goku Ginyu turn. Okay, sure. Yeah, let's just keep going. I mean, I'm gonna be really nervous once Goku Black and Zamasu upgrade to their higher level damage, but again, we'll just keep this run going. We'll see how things are gonna keep looking here. Alright, guys, checking in from turn 17, baby. Alright, let's keep going here. You know, Goku Ginyu will just get this increased damage. Let's, you know, try and get the rainbow orbs for Tao right here. We are going to want these. That's fine. Alright. It's just, the shit that's so funny, like, with this fight, is just like, we're chilling, we're kind of making progress, and then they take that step up. Right, like once you see that little attack buff show up for them at the top of the screen, oh boy, this shit gets a little spooky. Okay, sure. All right, Goku Ginyu, we need 4 super 4 crit turn is actually like exactly what we need. 25. Okay, well, it's taking us a little bit to get to that damage. Like, to get to the damage. It's taking us a bit. We'll get there. We'll get there. I mean, if he gives us 3 or 4 supers, though. Let's see. Man, it does feel like we're just tickling them. Goku Black is just kind of like, oh, this Saiyan body. Like, he's loving it, man. Oh, the quad! We're not really getting our crits, though, unfortunately. That's, you know, the crits would be good right about here. So remember that Goku Ginyu, he does have a 50% chance to crit. So it is, you know, going to be a coin flip for those. All right, we're getting close to Goku Black and Zamasu kind of like stepping up. So, yeah, all right. Alright, guys, let's keep going. So, Goku Black and Zamasu. Now the fight really begins on turn 19. I mean, this will be good. We could see some upper limits here for Rakum and Goldo as well. So, alright, let's go. Remember, this super attack is pretty big. I mean, this is like 6 million plus right here from Goku Black and Zamasu. So, tanking this is definitely going to be very good. Even their normals become quite deadly, by the way. Yeah, I mean, that's good. That is, I mean, this is heavily juiced, right? Like, we have General Blue around, we have Path to Power Kid Goku around, we have Jason Berta around. So we do have, like, support flooding the entire team, but... Okay, normal, normal, normal. Yeah, my favorite. Nothing better, man. Normal, normal, normal. Alright, Goku Ginyu, let's see what we got. I am terrified for Birder and Jace back there, by the way. So we're up to 35. I mean, sure, it's better. That's better, for sure. Okay. I mean, now, like, if he's gonna start... normal. Damn it. If he's gonna start critting here, that's where, like, our damage could be a little bit better. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot, man. Like, Ginyu, it feels like he could be solid, but... I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it's gonna go in a lot of these fights. In a lot of them, I'm probably not gonna bring Birder and Jace. Let's see here. I'm sure they're gonna get hit at least once. Let's see what their tanking looks like. I mean, they're gonna be... It's gonna be easier for them on rotation with Ginyu, right? But let's see what it looks like here. Okay. Alright, let's hope that this dodge kicks in. Yep, 80. 80. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we let those 80% dodges... So the way that works, right? So they have 80% dodge, and then they get hit once, and then it drops down to 70% dodge, right? It's one of those. Those, you know, can be good, but, like, if we get hit with that first one, oof, man. Alright, so now, again, we're at the point of the fight where things are actually, pretty spooky. So, I'm actually not gonna cut right here. Tao, I think, is probably gonna take some more damage to Rakumen Goldo, right? So, we're probably cooked a little bit more. Alright, well, there we go. There was our first run with Ginyu. Yeah, I think I would like to... Oh, let me come... Okay, so here's a part of Ginyu I want to highlight real quick. Is this right here, right? So, if we jump in with no other Ginyu Force characters, what does Captain Ginyu look like? That's what I... Like, could we have value just bringing him by himself? Let's take a look. The only problem is that we would then lose this too. So it's like we probably, if we're gonna even think of using Ginyu, we pretty much have to make him a rotation with Rakumen Goldo. Yeah, I mean that is just gonna lead to a lot of potential issues, huh? All right, guys. Just as our testing run, let's see how we're gonna do here. So. Yeah, I mean, Ginyu, in terms of ki, he's only giving himself the one ki from his support, right? Remember, I mean, he is a powerful Ginyu Force support, which is good, but... I mean, it's... I don't know. Like, we really need, like if they're gonna make this guy, like, a real, like, character, like, Ginyu Force is gonna need to get buffs right away. I don't know. I feel like this is probably much more likely to go down the path of these Ginyus are just kind of like a wasted EZA. Feels maybe potentially like Kale and Khalifa to me, where they were so dominant when they first came out, and then they got their EZA, and Dokkan was like, yeah, you're good. You're good. So yeah, that 290k defense, I mean, I know he's got 50% damage reduction, but like, if Beerus supers in the middle slot right here, we're fucking dead, right? Like, it's over. So, let's hope that doesn't happen, I guess. Okay, alright, sure. Alright, Ginyu. Let's see what it looks like. Now, remember, keep in mind, I mean, if we're running, it's not going to look this bad, but, like, when we're running, you know, Ginyu potentially, 13, in, like, you know, some of these really tough fights where there's locking, like, it's not like we'll be able to just sit there with Rakumen Goldo and Ginyu as a rotation the whole way through, right? Like, you know, the really good fights, the tough fights, the bosses are doing shit just like we are. Alright, so we got, what, 2 right there? Because we don't have another Ginyu Force ally, so he's only given us 2. Okay. Bro, I thought he was gonna super. We were done. I like, if Beerus sort of supered, I think we definitely would have been smoked. All right, let's check on the second rotation. I don't know. Do we really need to show much more? I feel like we've seen kind of like exactly what Ginyu has to offer, and I mean, I don't like. He's not like the worst character ever, but I just feel like there's a super high chance that like we use him a couple of times right now and then just like never again. All right. I mean, or there's the other path where the Part 2 LR is Ginyu Force, and, you know, maybe, you know, like the August Dokkan Fest is like, you know, Goku Ginyu or Tagoma in, like Ginyu in Tagoma's body or something like that from Dragon Ball Super. Like, I don't know. All right, yeah, let's just come back next turn. Let's see what his stats look like. All right, guys. So we got our next rotation right here. Let's leave Tao right there in slot 1. Let's see what Ginyu's up to. 500k. Alrighty. That would probably work better in terms of just getting Kid Goku 5, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, let's see, Ginyu. My deepest, darkest fear, okay, that's good, is that Beerus supers in slot 2. Remember, like, at the midway point of the anniversary before the last batch of fights came out, I was doing a lot of my showcases in here, and it's like that, like, we had characters like, you know, LR Goku and Frieza just, like, die repeatedly, right? Like, because this Beerus tends to just super everywhere. He's not really, I mean, we already saw him super in slot 3 in this run. Wow, look how much less HP he has than, like, that Goku Black and Zamasu fight, dude. It's crazy. Yeah, Ginyu doesn't look very, I don't know. I mean, the way he's set up, like, because in 2022, right, we were running practically a full Ginyu Force team. Like, you had Ginyu, and you had his 2 Banner units, and you had a friend Ginyu. And then at that point, there was just, like, 2 extra characters that you kind of had to kind of, like, play with, right? And, you know, you could try, like, Golden Frieza. Like, there was options. But, like, now, it's just, you know, like, they really, if they were going to do this and wanted it to work seriously, they should have EZA'd these Ginyu Force characters with a Dokkan Fest Ginyu Force character. Raccoon as a Dokkan Fest, or, you know, Goku Ginyu, like, start of turn, Dokkan Fest, something like that. Alright, I mean, this looks like this one is going to be wrapped up. Is there anything else we want to see? I don't know. Maybe, like, just, like, look at what he looks like on, like, a full Ginyu run, I guess. Maybe we'll do that. Sure. Alright, guys. We're here in the Blue Vegeta fight. We're running full Ginyu Force, okay? Now, remember... Oh, what the fuck is this? You shitting me? What the fuck? Okay, Captain Ginyu is a character who wants to be Link level 10. Okay, looks like my Ginyu's in slot 7 anyway. Okay. Yeah, dude, what the hell? Okay. Sure. I don't know. Captain Ginyu friends are not exactly going to be very easy to find. I figured this fight, people do tend to gravitate towards this fight and the Blue Goku fight. I mean, at least the Japanese players do. Maybe because these are the mission fights, right? Which, you know, we've seen missions added to these fights several times now. So, I mean, it does matter most of all how characters are performing in mission fights, since those are the ones that might get more missions, where it is very highly relevant how a character does in there, right? So, alright, let's see what this Ginyu does right here, but, I mean, not being Link level 10 on a 3-year-old character, and the Ginyu Force characters specifically get massive buffs from their Links. Yeah, 20 million? Dude, he'd be way higher if it was Link level 10. That's pathetic, okay. Alright, I guess I'm gonna skip ahead in a second. I really wish my Ginyu wasn't in slot fucking 7, because it's just, like, I don't... Like, the worst aspect of the game is now, like, you know, wrapping its icy fingers around my back. And that's the friend system. the friend system. I'm now playing against the friend system. I want to do a full Ginyu Force run. It's not exactly easy to find Ginyu Force friends. Yeah, this character's going to start to get blasted later on. We're going to have to be careful. Oh, yeah, let's play this. Alright, guys, so now we got our Ginyu out here. So Ginyu is probably going to look good. Remember, he's going to have support coming from the LR Ginyu Force. He's got support coming from the other Ginyu. Yeah, 463 immediately. So he is indeed going to look at his best over here. Now, remember, next turn, we're going to be able to pop the active skill for the LR Ginyu Force, right? And then that is going to give us massive stat buffs as well. So, again, our best... I mean, Goku Ginyu, I don't know, like... Theoretically, Goku Ginyu, like, you know, we could stack as much as we want to get, you know, oh, as much defense on him or as much attack on him as we want. But, like, AGL, like, base Ginyu, I mean, you know, his damage is going to kind of be... Like there is a limit to it, considering he's not really stacking until he goes into Goku Ginyu, right? All right, let's see. What do we open out with right here? 23. Okay. Now, remember, Ginyu has the stats buffs where he gets attack and defense per Ginyu Force ally on the team. That will cut through the fact that we're on a 200% leader skill right here rather than a 220%, right? Now, several of these characters are not viable, like the physical LR Ginyu and physical Raccoon, obviously. I mean, physical Raccoon EZA'd in 2021, right? Oh, boy. Yeah, dude, it's funny, too. Like, people think, like, Dokkan, like, I bet you we're gonna start getting some complaints about how slow and, like, there's just not a lot going on. And it's like, man, dude, think of 3rd anniversary, right? Where the Ginyu Force characters, the free-to-play Ginyu Force characters, was content for, like, it was, like, weeks. No banner for a month. Like, it was a crazy time. That's how, like, whenever, dude, yeah, you go back and look at some of those older years of Dokkan, man. I remember the 4th anniversary was a huge step up in quality. All right, we're going to be able to do this. This is a Ginyu showcase. So, I don't mind playing this one right here as well. Remember, this is going to give us the whole team a massive stat buff right here. Alright, guys, let's see some of the stats we're going to get here. So, we're up to 868. Okay. So remember, now we have the Ginyu Force, LR Ginyu Force active. We have the 2-turn support. Like, we got a lot of good stuff going on right here. All right, so let's see what Ginyu gives us here. I don't know how much longer we'll do this run. I just wanted to kind of take a peek at what, you know, base Ginyu looked like on the full Ginyu Force team. Yeah, it's hard to say. I feel like I'm going to assume here that Ginyu is just getting, like, kind of, like, more along the lines of, like, the Tech Gohan and Kale and Caulifla EZA treatment, which was where they are, like, a legendary character, and Dokkan, I guess, didn't want to give them, like, a second legendary character life cycle, I suppose. It is, I guess. I guess that's what it is. So, yeah. I mean, now, if the Part 2 LR is Ginyu Force, or we get a DokkanFest, like, Ginyu Force character this year, I mean, maybe things could be a little bit different, but we'll see. I think that this is good right here. I might just play this out, and if I get a chance to transform, I guess I probably definitely am, but maybe we'll transform my Ginyu into Goku Ginyu. What is this looking like? Oh, yeah. Okay, we did live. Hang on. Damn. The thing is, can I live, or should I use the Goku Ginyu right here to heal? I really wish that this friend was Link level 10. You know what? Whatever. We'll do it a second time. I mean, whatever. Alright, so, there we go. We have this Ginyu out here. Let's just keep this going. I think certainly the LR Ginyu should be fine. Wait, will they be fine? I guess with no stacks, huh? I'm gonna get the same type orbs to heal up a little bit, just in case. I would like to transform my Goku Ginyu, but we'll see. Yeah, remember, one thing that's really annoying about the LR Ginyu is how difficult it is to stack with them. Like, they want you to get, like, dude, like, what was it, the 15 key for the stacks? But it's like, yeah, good luck with that shit, man. Not on the full Ginyu Force team. That ain't happening. Alright, alright, so let's see what this Goku Ginyu does right here. I think we should be okay, on this rotation. I don't think we have any fear of dying. So, and we'll be able to transform into my Goku Ginyu on this next turn here. So, let's do that, and, you know, just give him, like, a turn or two, and then we'll finish up. So you guys can let me know what you think. I'm feeling pretty down on this one, though. Probably more down than I have been on a character in a little while, right? I don't know. I mean, I guess, Tech Blue Kaioken, I'm not really exactly a fan of him. Yeah, so I think what would have drastically helped them is, like, a lot of any Ginyu Force restrictions, if it was Ginyu Force or Extreme Class Allies, that would work. And then for Berter and Jason, Raccoon and Goldo specifically, their condition should have been changed from Ginyu on rotation to Ginyu on the team, right? Which would really help against a potential locking phase or something like that, right? It would really help. Alright, yeah, let's transform with this other Goku Ginyu here and then see how we're gonna do. I probably would be concerned if Berter and Jace would get hit. Oh, that's very good. The physical LR Ginyu Force is not even going to get targeted right here. I'll definitely take that. What are we looking like? 6 supers is up to 1.3 million, right? So, like, see, that looks good. I mean, 6 supers, 1.3 million, considering the full toolkit he's got. I mean, I'm definitely taking that, but it's just, like, he's not going to look that good off of Ginyu Force, right? Oh, sure, without the super attack, sure. Remember, the one thing about this fight is that Vegeta, it is, like, almost static that he is just always going to instantly super attack. Like, it's every time you see that. Okay. Alright, let's see what our boy Ginyu's gonna do for us right here. Show me something. Do something for me, Ginyu. Come on! 21? 21? Ugh. Damn, yeah, that first... Ugh! Ugh! That initial one, it's stinky, man. Ooh, God, stinky, dude. Yeah. Alright, chat. Chat. Yep, we're gonna call it right here. Ginyu... man, I don't know. He only did 2 right there? What the hell? Damn, we have a very high amount of additional, too. Okay, sure. Yeah, I don't know, chat. I mean, he seems pretty underwhelming. I mean, there's no way I could ever put him above, like, Path to Power Kid Goku, right? No way, man. Although, I've really been liking Path to Power Kid Goku on that Tao team. Yeah, guys, I don't know. We'll remember, we're going to do a lot of these videos. We'll take Ginyu into that blue Goku fight and stuff like that. We'll see how it's going to go, but I'm not really loving what I'm seeing from Ginyu, man. No way. Alright, guys, so there was DOKKANFEST Captain Ginyu. People really are happy and satisfied when EZAs are very good, and then the opposite is true when EZAs are mid or underwhelming, so not going to be a fun week ahead, that's for sure. Alright, so this is Captain's Ace in the hole, Captain Ginyu. Leader skills, Terrifying Conqueror, Planet Namek Saga, 3 key, 170% of stats. And then additional 1 key, 30% of stats for characters on Space Traveling Warriors. That's not even really that effective of a team right now, is it? What does Terrifying Conquerors look like? I mean, we've got some decent characters here. Great Ape Vegeta. I mean, General Blue, as long as we got mission execution characters around. Full Power Frieza is good, but it's not like there's a lot of other Big Bad Bosses characters. Remember, Demon King Piccolo is not Big Bad Bosses, so, Terrifying Conqueror is not really in a good spot right now. His passive skill, True Value of the Force. He gets 200% attack and defense at the start of turn, and additional, that's a 50% chance to be a super, 20% damage reduction, and then gives Ginyu Force category allies 1 key, 60% attack and defense, and then a 20% chance to crit. So here's the thing, right? I don't know why Ginyu supers and then gets 3 coin flips for additional supers. That, like, throughout this video, it wasn't really an issue, but it's gonna become an issue. The coin flips are rough. When attacking, gets 150% attack and defense. Per Ginyu Force category ally in the team, he gets 20% attack and defense up to 100%. That, I think, should have been Ginyu Force or Extreme Class allies. You know, whichever has more. Like, that would have helped him. Then if there's another Ginyu Force ally in the team, he's super effective against all types. And then gets a 50% chance of an additional super. Again, another coin flip. And then his first turn, and then also if HP 70% or more at the start of turn, he gets 30% crit and 30% damage reduction. That's definitely there for if you get locked out of being able to go into Goku Ginyu. He's still at least going to be fairly competent with the 50% crit and the 50% damage reduction. Then his active skill, Body Change. You could do this when HP is 70% or less, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, and he'll transform into Goku Ginyu. And his super attack here, the Milky Cannon, he stacks defense by 30%, gets 30% attack for 1 turn, and does immense damage to the enemy. He should be stacking attack and defense right here. That, to me, would be a huge change. I think, like, if you made it to where he's stacking both right there, and also tack on Extreme Class allies to this right here, that would be a great start. That would really help him out, I think, a lot. And then, I mean, if they wanted to maybe buff, like, I don't know, this is fine, but this should be 70% or guaranteed right here. This is the problem. I could live with this. This should not, because this one is restricted, right? The baseline one, they want to, give you a chance you could fail. Sure. But the restricted one, man, no way. That one should be not a 50% chance. So there's that. Yep, that attack stacking would help, because, I mean, you guys know, we do need to be able to do damage too, or else the boss will eventually catch us. That's what happened in our first Tau run against the Goku Black and Zamasu fight, right? 12 key multiplier, 150%, of course. Link set is horrible unless we're running other Ginyu Force characters. Frieza's Army, Gentleman, Respect, the Ginyu Force, Loyalty, Signature Pose, and Fierce Battle. Here's what we're working with here. The Int LR. Remember, unfortunately, the thing about the Int LR here is you're not running this character if you can't do their active skill. And then look at their active skill. It's either full team of Ginyu Force or full team of Special Pose. So, you can't just run this character on Tao's team. You can't. So they're not good enough without that active up. So, it's brutal. That's why, if Ginyu Force gets more help, I think that Captain Ginyu could be, okay, or an option, but, I mean, this is an EZA. This is not, a main Dokkan Fest, so I'm not very optimistic at all that Ginyu Force help is coming. I mean, we'll see. Never say never, I guess, but I don't know. Then, in terms of the categories Ginyu is on, so he, of course, is on the Terrifying Conqueror team. Historically, this is usually a pretty good villain team. Right now, it's not really, but, I mean, we just entered into kind of a new meta. We're still in the first half of the year, right? So we'll see how things are going to go there. Then Ginyu is also on the Planet Namek Saga category team, which has slowly been getting, some more buffs recently. I mean, I think we're definitely ready to move into, a dual Dokkan Fest type of celebration, with like Final Form Frieza, you know, Super Saiyan Goku for sure. Definitely ready for that. Then Ginyu is also on the Space Traveling Warrior category team. Okay. Ginyu, of course, is on the Ginyu Force team right here. We really could use another premium Ginyu Force character if they're going to want to make these EZAs actually effective, right? Then, Ginyu is also on the Seekers of the Dragon Ball category. Dragon Ball Seekers right there. Okay. Ginyu is also on Special Pose. Now, remember, Special Pose for a little bit in time last year was pretty good, but, you know, that time has dried up. Let's just say that. Then, Ginyu is also on Corroded Body and Mind. I suppose, I mean, Ginyu would definitely raise the floor of your Corroded Body and Mind team. Even with no other Ginyu Force members, I mean, he's still probably better than a lot of the characters we could run on here, right? For sure. So, I mean, that's good. Yeah, I mean, dude, Ginyu could help you with the Corroded Body and Mind mission from the 10th anniversary. That's for sure. Yeah. And then finally, Ginyu is on the new Mission Execution category team. So, there's all the teams that Captain Ginyu is on. Remember, again, that Ginyu has a transformation. You know, he'll swap bodies with Goku and swap over into Goku Ginyu. We could do that if HP is 70% or less, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. Super attack changes, passive changes, and then that is it. None of his links change. He doesn't gain, like, an active skill as Goku Ginyu, anything like that. So his passive skill, True Value of Body Change, he recovers 59% HP at the start of turn. He gets 1 key and 250% attack and defense. He gets an additional that now has a 70% chance to be a super. That's good. He's baseline super effective against all types and then has 50% damage reduction. When attacking, he gets 150% attack, 50% crit, and a 70% chance of an additional super. That should be guaranteed right there. Then when receiving an attack, he gets 150% defense and 50% dodge. That part is really good. Like, I like Goku Ginyu. I mean, he's pretty solid, but, you know, I mean, how many stacks with base Captain Ginyu are we going to get, right? And then if there's a Jace on the team, Ginyu will have a Scouter. But I don't... Man, I saw them take a lot of damage from a normal. Makes me nervous to take them into some tougher fights. I think a lot of the times I'm running this character, I am not fucking running Berter and Jace. I mean, Berter and Jace, I'd run them in Battle Hard and Formidable Foes, yeah, but some of these red zone stages and, like, dodge is canceled. So, I don't know. Ginyu's super attack is now the Milky Bomber. He gets 50% attack, or 50% attack stack, and then does immense damage to the enemy. I don't know why he doesn't get 30% defense for 1 turn right here. That would be nice. That would help out quite a bit. I mean, it's not like he's bad or anything like that, but it's just that would help him. So, there we go, guys. There is the EZA Dokkan Fest Captain Ginyu. My gut is telling me that this is a Kale and Khalifa or Tech Ultimate Gohan type EZA. Where, again, the character was legendary once upon a time, and Dokkan is like, nah, not running it back. Sorry. Now, maybe this would be an unpopular opinion. I think I'm okay with that, as long as the characters who were very underwhelming would be crazy. Like, if Ginyu is kind of like mid or fumbled, but then Raditz is actually God when he EZAs, I'm okay with it, right? But, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. So, let me know what you guys think of Dokkan Fest Captain Ginyu. Remember, we'll do a lot more videos on him. We'll see how things are going to go. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.